Welcome to the Sticky Note Marketing Show. I'm your host, Mary Czarnecki. Business leaders today are overwhelmed with a unique set of challenges, from rapidly changing markets to digital disruptions, leaving many uncertain about where to focus their efforts to grow their brands and their businesses. This uncertainty can lead to missed opportunities, wasted resources, and stagnant growth. But it doesn't have to be this way. On this show, I provide clear, actionable strategies and bring in guest experts that cut through the noise and deliver consistent results. I share what works and what doesn't when it comes to effective marketing and growing your business. Tune in to discover the latest insights and proven tactics to make your marketing more profitable, lead your teams with confidence, and achieve success for your brand, business, and personal aspirations. If you've ever wondered if it's possible to skip the overwhelm and map out a plan for success on a simple sticky note, I'm here to tell you that it is. So grab that pen and those sticky notes and let's get started. Welcome to this episode of the Sticky Note Marketing Show. I am your host, Mary Czarnecki, and today I've got a new guest expert to introduce you to. Jim Clouse is joining us here. He is the founder, CEO, and inventor of ClickitySplit.com. It's the world's first and only real-time dynamic marketing engine, as well as the world's fastest vertical search engine on the planet, clocking in at 1,000 times faster than Google. So Jim is here. He's going to be answering some interesting questions for us about how to outfox and outmarket your competitors if you're finding yourselves a little intimidated by your competition out there, as well as how to deal with the slow time. So if you are a small business owner or a local business owner who knows the pain of seasonality or those nights that you just can't fill the tables or get people in the door, we are definitely going to be tackling that question today with Jim. So Jim, thank you so much for being a guest on the show.
My pleasure. I'm honored to be here.
So I know there are going to be people watching us and listening to us that are familiar with you, but for those who are meeting you for the first time, tell us a little bit about how did you get into this business?
Well, first off, I'm a CPA many years, and I've always been intrigued by the internet, and I've made my living online full-time for 27 years. And I've always had a passion for the small guy because the big guys can hire people to do things for them. The small guys are all time starved. Therefore, when I designed ClickitySplit, I designed it to be so simple that even the one person mom and pop can use it. And they'll be amazed at what can be done in a small amount of time. We not only give them the tools that are unique and, like I said, patented, but we teach them how to use those tools and how to, like I said, outfox and outmarket their competitors. They don't know it, but they have a significant market advantage over their competitors because they're nimble. And all they just need to do is use the tools to run special sales during slow times that every business has. They just need to have feedback of what works and what doesn't work. And we capture comprehensive, true narrowcast analytics, one of my patent claims that shows them exactly what their marketing endeavors did. That allows them to fine-tune their marketing. So it's really, like I say, something that's really special. I'm very proud of it because the small guys can use it to really nail their competition.
Amazing. Now, I know both of us have a lot of heart for the small businesses out there. I'm married to a fourth generation entrepreneur, restaurant owner here in Oregon wine country. I run my own small business, but I've also worked with the big brands, and I've heard from the big brands, they wish they could be more nimble. They wish they could move faster. So I love the fact that you're highlighting that key benefit, right? As a small business owner, if you're listening to this as a small business owner or even an entrepreneurial minded professional working with a larger brand, that being able to move quickly to make more personal connections is a superpower. So how does that feed into that ability to outfox or outmarket your competition if you're a small business owner?
We give them flexibility. They got to be very flexible. Everyone tries to plan out their marketing. With our tools, they can run hot deals, get them set up 7 days in advance. They roll over automatically at midnight. That's one thing. Number two is they can run enticing flash sales during the slow times that everyone experiences. For example, a restaurant doesn't need business during their typical lunch and dinner times. But between lunch hour and happy hour, things are dead. The expenses keep running, but the revenue is very slow as the traffic. We allow them to run those flash sales automatically during those slow times to drive that traffic and revenue. We push notifications automatically down to their opted-in smartphones, customers, Facebook and Twitter, and the end user can either, like I say, tap that notification to see what's happening or ignore it. They're in total control. So we allow them, like I say, to do it those two ways. The third way is if something really, like I say, is hot for them to, like I say, want to run an immediate flash sale, they can prepare one in about 2 minutes, publish it. It gets pushed out through the notifications, and that is automatically overriding the other stuff. So we give them total flexibility to really, like I say, outfox and outmarket their competitors during those slow times.
And you're sending out, like you said, in the windows that really matter, as opposed to, I know a lot of small businesses that I've worked with and that I meet in our local chamber or BNI or local groups. It's always the question, do I invest in the local print circular? Do I invest in the billboard? Do I invest? And, the question is always, how do you measure the return of that? So tell us a little bit about when you're working with people, what's the benefit of being able to measure the impact of opportunities like that?
You have to have good information to be able to make good decisions. Mm-hmm. And we capture, like I said before, comprehensive, true narrowcast analytics that shows them exactly in great detail what worked and what was a waste of time and money. And that allows them to plan out their advertising, to fine tune it, and like I say, to really, like I say, see what works, see what times are best to run these specials and so forth. It's educational. Mm-hmm. And like I say, marketing is where you really, like I say, need to spend your time because everyone has dead times. You've got to really, like I say, maximize your revenue during those dead times to mitigate the expenses. So really, it's just a way to really intelligently mine your customer base. Your customer base will always be your lowest hanging fruit. We show them how to build and expand their customer base, how to segment it so that everyone doesn't get a notification unless they're within a certain, like I say, vicinity and so forth. So really, like I say, we do a lot of teaching along with using our tools. Our tools are great, but you got to also maximize the use of them.
Yeah, you definitely want to make sure you're getting the most out of the capabilities you have access to. So that's fantastic.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Now, I know you mentioned time starved. So obviously we mentioned you want to make sure you're spending your budget on the right thing because no one has unlimited budgets. I've worked with Mattel in the past and they've complained about their limited budgets, right? So it's all relative, but the one thing we definitely can't get any more of is time. So how does that technology actually help them with that problem?
What we do is we allow them to, like I say, focus their attention on pre-planning. I think everyone should plan out their marketing a week in advance. That way they can always be flexible, either running those specials during those allotted times automatically, or they can, like I say, run them during the slow times. You only have a finite amount of time in your life. Use it wisely, plan ahead, and say, as you get the results from the marketing, you really are able to fine tune that marketing to really say maximize your revenue. And that's what really counts. It's because these guys are time starved. They got a small budget. Our tools are very inexpensive. We build with them their rich multimedia mobile website, give them a 10-day free trial. And then our tools only cost about $16 a day to utilize. And honestly, if they can't do 10 times that cost, they need to be doing something else.
Got it. No, I think that's a good point, right? No one has a limited budget. We have a limited number of hours. So the more you can learn, like you said, it's not just doing the thing, but actually looking at how it performed. And did we learn something from that? Can we make the next time we do it better is really the key to success.
Exactly.
So
it's a learning process. And like I say, once you have the good data, the learning curve is very short.
I love that. So do you have any favorite stories of folks that have used the technology? Any businesses that pop to mind for you?
I have one chain right now that we're trying to work with that used to have a huge amount of locations. They goofed things up and didn't change and were bought out by somebody else. They're trying to build back now. This guy, though, has been hit by everybody with the next big thing. And I guess I was so persistent. He said, Jim says, I got to talk to you because my secretary says, you have been so professional, so nice that you deserve my time. And we're still trying to get with him to get in front of him because I like to do my presentations when I can close by in person. Mm-hmm. But they're going to be amazed at how different we are than everybody else. Everybody else has the next big thing, and then they have the churn that proves that it doesn't work. We do have the next big thing, and I'm going to prove that it does work.
I think that's great. So one thing that you mentioned earlier, I just want to pull back that thread, was the lowest hanging fruit is usually, if not always, your existing customer base, right? Your existing audience. When you're thinking about the people who are right for this kind of a technology, is there a minimum size to the customer base that they need to have?
Not really. Everyone has a customer base to begin with. What we want to do is we want to show them how to build that customer base. It's not that hard. It's all about communication. And then once we show them how to build it, we have a certain secret, what I call cross-pollination, that allows them to build that customer base with other people. And really, it's not that difficult. As long as you got a good product to sell, as long as you maybe have the best restaurant around that no one knows about, we'll show them how to grow their customer base. And it's not that difficult. They think it is, but it's not that difficult.
So you can start small and go from there.
You can start small and grow big as you want to.
Amazing.
It just takes the right tools, the right work ethic, the right vision, and the right analytics.
Definitely. No, that's great. So I have one question that I like to ask folks. You're an inventor, you're a founder. What keeps you motivated? So what inspires you to do what you're doing?
I love to work. I'm a morning person. I get up at 5 o'clock every morning and get with it. I like to help the small guy. I just have a passion for the small guy because they are time starved. They're on a tight budget. They've been messed over by people promising them things that don't work. I want to show them what does work. And that's my gratification. I've been around, like I said, 27 years in this business full time. I made a lot of money with Google. I know SEO, all that kind of stuff, but that changes every doggone day. What I have doesn't change. It doesn't require any kind of SEO. It requires no kind of algorithm. We have a companion website, a portal called smallbusinessnetwork.tv, which is 1,000 times faster than Google. The unique interface is type in categories and subcategories, and we display all search results visually on hyperlocal maps. Therefore, the end user, the consumer, can quickly qualify and disqualify a point of interest, trying to seize their business. So it's just an evolution of what's out there now. I have a very big distaste for search engines. That's old, outdated technology. I've been around since before Google, and I just have got a better mousetrap. And now I want people to see that mousetrap and start making money with it.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, Jim, for joining us as our guest expert today and for sharing your wisdom and your experience and your technology with us. Any parting thoughts or final advice for our listeners and watchers?
Yeah, if they will go to smallbusinessnetwork.tv, they'll see a complete information regarding our technology. They'll see 2 videos there that will really give them a quick overview. And if they'll then tap the links, they'll go to teaching SMBs.howtofish.com, which has a total of 10 videos about our technology. We offer like I say, we build their rich multimedia mobile website with them, offer them a 10-day free trial. We send them out those true narrowcast analytics at midnight each day so they can see what works. And then once that free trial expires, it's $16 a day for the best technology there is. And that should fit everyone's budget, guaranteed.
Amazing. Thank you again so much. And whoever is listening, you guys, wherever you're watching or listening to us, we will have the links that Jim shared. So feel free to look for those and connect with him to learn more. Thank you so much, Jim, and appreciate all of the advice and perspective that you shared.
It's been a pleasure. Thanks for the honor to meet with you and to discuss the future of marketing, which is marketing in real time dynamically, which I invented. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And for those of you guys listening, thank you for joining us on today's episode of the Sticky Note Marketing Show. If you have a question, a topic, or someone that you think is going to be a perfect guest expert for our show, reach out to me and my team over at support@maryczarnecki.com. And who knows, maybe your question will be the foundation for our next episode. So thank you all, and I'll see you on the next episode of the Sticky Note Marketing Show. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of the Sticky Note Marketing Show. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, leave a review, and share it with others who might benefit. Until next time, keep it simple and stay focused.